Hi YouTube, today's video is going to be about the DJI Ronin-S and a monitor mount that was sent to me by PolarPro. Thanks PolarPro for the DJI Ronin-S monitor mount. Today I'm going to be testing it out, reviewing it, and letting you guys know my pros and my cons on the idea of this and how their product works. Welcome to the channel, guys. If you guys are new here, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. My name is David. I'm a 21-year-old content creator looking to help you improve your visual content through tutorials, advice, and entertain you guys with my own content. And today, we're basically reviewing the DJI Ronin-S monitor mount by PolarPro. Now, essentially, I think it's important to have one of these because a monitor is going to be super important when it comes to all of your filming, to be able to document, to make sure that things are in focus, sharp, and just kind of be able to have a bigger, wider view of your frame, especially if it's on a stabilizer like the Ronin-S, the Ronin-M, or anything. A monitor is really going to help you out because you can be able to finally see things up close, make sure that, you know, your framing's correct, and it just really helps to have a monitor to be able to see what's on your screen, because if it's on a stabilizer, if it's moving around a ton, you can't really see much and you kind of just have to wing it, and you know, at times it gets pretty hard. So I think it's important to be able to have a monitor mount to know exactly what's going on your screen in a larger frame. So again, thank you so much to PolarPro for sending this my way. I am super excited to be able to have tested this out, and I'm super excited to let you guys know what I think about it. So let's just jump straight into it. Now I wanted to start off, I have this little unboxing snippet that I have, but it's gonna be super short. I'm just gonna, you know, show off a few things and what it was like to unbox it, because, you know, I just felt like it's important to show you what it's like out of the box. Fresh out of the box, you have your receipt, and it's just going to be something really small right here. A monitor mount for the DJI Ronin-S. This packaging looks really nice, actually, if you guys want to take a quick look at this. Looks really nice, looks really clean. I like it. Super simple installation, actually. I can already see how this is going to be mounted on. So here it is outside of the box here. It comes with a few more things inside, actually, so let's take a quick look at that. There's a PolarPro envelope here. Looks pretty nice. It's very aesthetically pleasing, actually. I like that. Inside, we're gonna have the manual for the mount with a lifetime warranty. That's always good. Yep, so manual and all that good stuff, along with an Allen wrench and some screws. Cool. So from what I think is gonna go down is this here is gonna attach to the side of the Ronin right here. So if you can see that, it's gonna just like slide right onto the side piece on the other side of the wheel. So from there, I think we're just gonna, I believe you can just screw it in, right? No, how does that work? Oh, okay, so we're gonna have to install this piece by itself. So that's probably what the Allen wrench and the screws are for. Now that that's out of the way, I'm gonna walk through how to set it up. Now, when the DJI Ronin-S comes packaged, you get this original DJI mount for the accessories. Let me show you what that looks like. Actually, it's gonna look like this little DJI thing with the two screws, and it's gonna mount for the accessories. That's gonna be super important. You need to take this original piece off because PolarPro is gonna give you a separate piece to attach to that accessory spot. This is pretty much where the monitor goes down. So pretty much you take the Allen wrench and you unscrew the original, and then you put in the new one with its own screws. Super easy installation. Slide it on, screw it in, and you're good to go. That's pretty much the installation that you need. That's like the hefty work of the installation. From there on out, you take the monitor mount and you just screw it into the side, and it's super easy. Like, bang. Done. The cool thing about this is that it comes with 3 accessory spots on top of it. Now, just so you know, if you're using this, you want to face it down. If you face it up, it's going to obstruct the Ronin-S, and things are not going to be able to move smoothly, and, you know, yeah, it's just not going to work out. So you're going to face the monitor mount down. That being said, you want to make sure that your monitor, your external monitor, can be able to, you know, flip upside down vertically so that you can see right. If your monitor has to be right side up for you to be able to use it, you need a new monitor, because if you use this, it's not going to be able to see straight. You're going to be looking at it upside down the whole time. Make sure that your monitor can flip its screen to be in the right orientation, because the monitor is going to be mounted upside down. So unless it has a screw up top, make sure you have a way to actually mount the monitor on this monitor mount. So I screwed my monitor onto the monitor mount. There's accessory spots on the top of the handle of the monitor mount. There's 3 spots, so if you need to add a microphone or a light or anything else, you can do that straight onto the monitor mount itself. The first 2 things, these are cons. The first 2 things that I actually found when I mounted the monitor was how much arm space I'm actually gonna get for the handle. Now the monitor looked like it was really close to the handle, so I didn't really have that much hand space when I was gripping the handle. I didn't know how I was going to use the joystick and the button on the back of the Ronin-S. I didn't really know what I was going to do, so I was holding it and it was like really uncomfortable. So if you have really big hands, this might be a little bit tough, but I worked my way around it because the monitor mount itself can turn 360 pretty much. So you can install it so it's facing tilting up, tilting down, or straight forward. It depends on you. So pretty much what I did was I tilted it up a little bit, and then I also turned the monitor so it faced inward a little bit. That way I had more arm space and I could really move up and down the handle and kind of maneuver myself around the Ronin-S a lot easier. That con was easily fixable, but it is an issue if you look at it at first. So just wanted to give that heads up to you guys. So if you guys have like super beefy hands, be careful of that part. There's a way to work around it, but just wanted to give that to you guys because I was concerned when I first put it on. Now my second con when I first put it on is actually really important. It's super important. You should deal with this before you get the mount because I didn't realize that this was how it was going to go down. So pretty much I have a really weird curly HDMI cord. Let me show you. So I realized when I pulled the cord out of my camera, it stopped recording and I didn't end up recording this part, but pretty much what I was saying was my curly HDMI cord was a super thick cord and kind of tugged on the camera a little bit and pulled the camera down so that it would tilt when it was on the Ronin-S, and how I had to turn the Ronin-S on first and then plug in my HDMI cord because it was weighing itself down if I didn't work it that way. So pretty much throughout the shoot, the camera was being weighed down by the HDMI cord and I was getting this weird beeping noise and it was kind of just obstructing the stabilizer altogether. So make sure that you get an ultra thin one. So what I did the moment I figured out this was a problem is I went to Amazon and I ordered myself a Came TV HDMI cord. These are some really good ultra thin wired HDMI cords. I got myself a 2-foot one so I wouldn't have to deal with this issue. So this isn't really an issue as far as the PolarPro manufacturing or any of that product stuff. It has to do with yourself and what resources you have. So make sure you guys have an ultra thin HDMI cord that doesn't weigh the camera down on the Ronin-S because that is going to be a really big issue for you. But I was able to work with it and it was a slight problem, but it worked out in the end. But I did order the HDMI cord because next time it's going to be a lot easier if I just have that HDMI cord. As far as the setup, I'm going to give it a 5 stars because it was super easy to set up. There was no real issues or no hassle or anything. It was like a super easy screw in and then the setup was just super simple. 5 stars for setting up and ease of use. Now we're gonna get into the actual review of it being in use and kind of how things went down when I started using it. So I want to give a shout out to my boy Darius who came out to help me shoot some behind the scenes stuff, and Pearl who came out super last minute, literally 30 minutes before the sun went down, 30 minutes to an hour before the sun went down. Called her up on FaceTime, told her, hey, you busy right now? Can you come help me out? And she came. So thank you to those two for coming out. This is the review. So as far as the ease of use, it was super easy to use. I could 360 rotate the monitor while I was shooting. I just had to unscrew it a little bit, then rescrew it in at a different angle. Super easy, super quick installation. I just had to put down the Ronin-S for a quick second and do it. In my opinion, if they wanted to add a swivel or a easier rotation lock, that would be super amazing. That way you didn't have to unscrew it all the way and put it back in. I don't know if I was doing it wrong or if there was another way, but I think that a swivel screen might really help out that issue, especially at one of these points here or here. I feel like it'd be easier if you could just rotate these pieces and, you know, just go in from there and move the monitor that way. It really removes a lot of the hassle from having to put down the Ronin-S and, you know, re-screwing it in. That's just on me to make things quicker. You know, it wasn't really that much of a hassle. It had like 10 seconds onto shooting time. But now when it came to all of the viewing, it really made a difference for me to actually use the monitor from the screen, because normally I would be looking at the tiny screen on my camera while I was running the Ronin-S. The ability to use the monitor really increased things for me, because on the monitor I have focus peaking, I have all these other features that I don't have on the camera. So the ability to see that this is in focus or that is in focus really allowed me to go more versatile with my use on the DJI Ronin-S, because I was able to actually use manual focus and just kind of guide the camera through while the Ronin-S was also stabilizing the footage to ensure focus on specific points, because I had that focus peaking. So the ability to use this monitor with ease was amazing, and the PolarPro mount actually made it super easy to do, because it didn't really obstruct anything after I was able to get around that issue with the hand. And the only actual problem didn't have to do with the monitor mount itself, but with the HDMI cord. The HDMI cord was the main issue I had when shooting. I didn't have any issues with the monitor mount itself, and the monitor was super fine. I was actually able to turn the monitor here, so it didn't screw in so tight that I wasn't able to turn the monitor, so I could turn it left and right and be able to like move the monitor with me as I was going around the subject, so I could walk on the side of the Ronin-S and hold it here and be able to still see what's on the monitor. I could move it around a lot. There was a lot of ways to maneuver it with the monitor mount, and it was super easy to use. And the accessory mount isn't something that's huge. It doesn't hang off the side and really add that much weight. It depends on your monitor itself, but the monitor mount doesn't really add any weight. It's super light, super simple, seems really sturdy actually. As far as using it, I'm gonna say 4 stars, because I really like the product. It's super easy to use. That swivel part is something that I really feel could be added. The ability to turn it without having to unscrew everything and put it back in, even if it saves 10 seconds, that's still saving time. For right now, it's still a really good product, super simple, really adds to the ease of use, and really allows people to see what's on their monitor and really gives them the ability to make and improve their videos. Would I recommend this product? Yeah, I definitely recommend this product. They did a great job executing this. It's super simple, super easy, straight to the point. There isn't really much to think about. It's a super easy product to use. If you guys need a solution for adding a monitor to your Ronin-S, I would definitely say go with this PolarPro mount, because it adds the accessory mounts on there. It comes with a bunch of different features. You can rotate it in any possible way. Definitely check that out. I will link it for you guys in the description below if you guys are interested in this product. But in my opinion, overall, I'm gonna give it a 4.5. Now, my only issue is that swivel part, because I did find that it was kind of annoying to put it down for those 10 seconds to unscrew and rescrew, because it was kind of hard for me to do it while standing up. It didn't really work out as well as I thought it would. Aside from that, amazing product. The HDMI cord issue was not part of the product itself. It's more of the user's issue. 4.5 out of 5 stars. Anyways, that is all for today's video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Shout out to my friends once again at PolarPro. Shout out to Darius. Shout out to Pearl for being there to help me film this video. And make sure you guys hit that subscribe button if you aren't already subscribed. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much. Have an amazing day, morning, night, wherever you're watching from, and I'll see you then. Peace.